Would a time-saving technique be helpful to you, especially going into the holiday season where you need to mass produce some cards? This video, this technique is going to show you how to stamp 4 cards at the same time. It's called the split stamping technique or the split card technique. Either way, any name you want to call it, it does the same thing. It saves you time. Hi, I'm Dawn, creator of DD Creates Crafts. This is the channel for duplicatable cards, simple crafts, simple projects, and helpful hints. I'm hoping you want to create some crafts tonight. Are you ready? I'm going to turn the camera right down. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. How do you forget what a camera is called, or how do you mispronounce it? I'm not sure. Okay, I want to show y'all. Let me put a card down towards the bottom so you can watch as we follow along. All right. First thing, step 1, I want you to take just a regular size cardstock, 8.5 by 11. And then what we're going to do is score it in half in both directions. You do not have to do this step. I find it is, let me go this way, yeah. So the long way, you're going to go 5.5. Just lightly score. It's more of a visual than a fold line. So again, you don't have to do this if you feel you can eyeball the center of the page. I did pretty good. I'm just going to give a tiny, tiny fold to the center just for my eyeballs, for my vision, to help me there. Now, are you going to do a vertical card, a horizontal card? I did a little of both for our samples. Here's one sample, the vertical, one the horizontal. So let's just get on with that. Yeah, we're basically making our own designer series paper, our own pattern paper. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get out, I get you 3 to 4 colors of ink pads. And this is a Stampin' Up! Ink pad, and Stampin' Up! Is my product of choice, and let me tell you why. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So am I biased? Of course I am, but why did I choose them? Because I'm biased. I love their products. And the reason I started this channel was to introduce you to me, introduce you to Stampin' Up! Products, and then I want to show you how to use the products that you order with me. And you'll get some free gifts as a thank you from me just from ordering products, supporting this channel. Every order you place with me helps support this channel. Plus you get some free gifts. Woohoo! Who doesn't like free? All right, so step 1 was to score our paper, and step 2 is to stamp. I chose for my stamp set. You've seen me if you've been with my channel a while. Use this before, Quiet Meadow. I use the bundle, the stamp set, and the dies, which I'll share with you at the end. And let me show you a little a little sample. These are the actual stamps and the actual die cuts cut out so that you can see it and get an idea what it's going to look like when you order it. So there's a die, there's a butterfly, there's ferns, and there's branches, and there's flowers. There's just so much to this stamp set. I have used it in the spring, and now I'm using it in the fall. It's a year-round stamp set that I believe you're really going to get a lot of bang for your buck with this particular stamp set, Quiet Meadow. And I'll put the link below for you. So stamping, step 2 is stamping. So let's start with our lighter color. This is Mango Melody. You can see it's kind of a what? Orangey yellow. It's very, very pretty. I may move our sample card aside. I'm gonna stick more towards the center and follow my little score lines for the stamping. So I want you to do the same when you make your own split stamping technique. Now just follow the lines. If you don't want to follow the lines, I'm going to put a little scrap paper under my stamping paper because I because I can, and because I don't want to get my little extra sheet with my brand new November host code on it. What? The links I share in the description section will have a link with the built-in host code, but I still feel the need to print it. Can't tell you why, I just do. But the stamp code helps tell me which videos you're watching, what month you've ordered in, and helps me to give you some free stuff. Here's the second color, Pumpkin Pie. It's an orangier yellow or a light orangey orange, what have you. And we're gonna mix some more colors. As you can tell, I am still playing with fall colors. Here's my logic. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. I know the stores have Christmas colors out. I know they do, but I just feel like fall with Thanksgiving's about gratitude. It's about thank you notes and thank you gifts and just being appreciative and grateful for life and people and blessings. And so I'm just feeling the need for fall cards and feeling the need to continue doing some for a little bitty bit longer. I am going to introduce some Christmas cards for my, I've got a fall fair, a virtual farmer's market for you coming up. I think it's next week. If you want, look under my community tab and it has the dates for you. But I'm gonna literally, for us, do a video every solitary day. For the most part, I must tell you, I'm going to do 3D projects. I will do a card or two with, what do you call it? Where a pocket that you can put a gift card in, but I wanna really focus on 3D gifts and maybe some boxes and some fun stuff that you'll be able to use either for stocking stuffers or you'll be able to use for thank you gifts at either Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Hanukkah, whatever your holiday of choice is. And whenever you need a gift, sometimes we need a hostess gift. Sometimes we need stocking stuffers. Definitely with Hanukkah, we've got the multiple nights of gifts coming along. Golly, I feel the need to put some more of the dark one. Yeah, there I go. I may stop here. I think I will with this particular color, and let me, Cajun Craze. I have a true confession. This is my new favorite color. Look at it. It's not a rust. It's not a burgundy. It's kind of this just bold, in your face. Cajun just really describes it. I can't even describe it. Put in the comment section how you would describe this color for me. Cajun Craze. The name to me is very descriptive and beautiful and just kind of says it all, but it's not a Mary Merlot like I used on Friday. Today's Tuesday, on Friday, but it's not a rust either. It's just, all right, let me tell you this one, Mossy Meadow. This is one of my favorite greens because again, it's not an olive, it's not a Christmas green. It's just a really nice kind of, not garden green where it's bright. And look, I'm using some dots. It's gonna look like we splashed, and we've done that on some of our other technique videos, but it is gonna look, it does look like we've splashed, but we're stamping. And that is the beauty of this particular stamp set. Let me see if I want it anywhere else. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come down here a little bit. Is the versatility of this stamp set. And there's also some, let me show you real quick, some verbiage, some words, some font, where you can make it look very, very antique-like. It's just such a beautiful stamp set. So this is your technique. So let's move on to our next step. It's going to look totally gorgeous in any colors you choose for yourself. Can you visualize this in Christmas colors or Hanukkah colors where it's blues and silvers and white, or maybe it's the green, it's kind of a spruce green, or we've got the garden green, then we've got poppy red, we've got real red, we've got, I forget the name of the other red, but so many pretty colors. And do you ever play with colors that are non-traditional? That's really fun as well. All right, let's see. I'm going to make sure I line this up. So on the shorter side, we're going to do our 4 1/4. And now instead of the score blade, I'm going to use a cutting blade. And let me see, this is still step 3. So step 3 is the score lines and the stamping. And then, let me look, step 2 was the score line, step 3 is stamping, and step 3 is cutting. All right, so now I'm going to 5 1/2. Got one more cut line. Technically it's a score line, but again, if you choose not to score, that's okay. It's going to be a cut line. I love having that simple visual. And this is either a brand new technique to you, or it's an old technique that I'm reminding you about. Either way, let me know in the comment section. Are you familiar with this technique and you just needed reminding of the technique, or is it brand new to you? Now this particular cardstock, I did use vanilla, where my sample cards, I used white. So I wanted you to see the difference. Then if you saw my Friday video, which technically was on Saturday, it was my mom's birthday celebration. I literally made my video from my mom's house. I made this sample and you saw me do the blending technique. Well, I used this little extra piece to cut out with the Quiet Meadow some of the pieces. Can you see? So look how gorgeous the butterfly is. When you use your samples, this one I think I did vertically and I preferred horizontally, or vice versa, but that's why it's a leftover and that's why I used it. You will use everything when you watch my channel. I'm going to teach you how. Are you having fun? Have you learned something? Either I reminded you of an old technique or you just learned a new technique. Either way, I want you to go like this. Boop! Hit the like button. And that's going to tell YouTube you want other crafters to see my channel, Dee Dee Creates Crafts. Now, I'm going to show you the cards because you just learned your technique. I'll show you some sample cards. I did a couple vertically and a couple horizontally. So let me see. Here are my 2 vertical babies. Cute. And I cut it down. Yes. All right. I meant to tell you that. When you cut it, it's going to come out the dimensions of a base card. So what you're going to do is cut it down 1/4 inch on 2 sides only. And I chose to cut it on the sides that have the most white. So you're going to do it here and here, but you'll see which side you need to do it 1/4, and then look, it's going to layer up beautifully onto your base. Or if you want an additional layer, you're going to cut it a pinch smaller. So just depending on what you want in this whole wide world is how you're going to cut it, how you're going to score it. And then we've got this card, these 2 cards. Let me see. All right, these are my vertical. I got a little confused. 2 vertical and 2 horizontal. Same technique, same stamp set. Beautiful. And then you've got the technique that I just shared with you. Add some bling, add some ribbon like I did here. Gorgeous. Use your rule of 1/3. There's a video for that under techniques. That's the playlist I want you to go to next. It's called Techniques, and you'll learn all kinds of fun stuff. Hopefully you've never known before, and if you have, maybe it's just a sweet reminder of something you used to do and haven't done in quite a while. All right, if you like videos like this one, I want you to find me again. And how do you do that? You hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button right now while it's fresh on your mind, because I want you to be able to find me again. I'm going to turn the camera up now, and I don't want you to get dizzy. So I'm turning you up. We're good to go. And let's look at some of these pretty cards again. And remember the 3 things. I want you to remember to like the video. I want you to remember to subscribe. And then I want you to remember to look up playlists and look for techniques so you can find another technique video like this. And I'll see you guys again on Friday. Bye.